Well, look who it is, Knuckles and Rouge. You two on a date or something?
Knock it off, Sonic. By the way, have you seen Eggman?
What's it to ya?
Well, the Master Emerald seems to be missing again, and...
God damn it, you moron. That thing has gone missing more times than it's been helpful.
Oh, give him a break. We don't see how it got stolen, and no one ever says how it got stolen. Besides, it's never been helpful when it isn't stolen.
Also, isn't this basically how Sonic Rivals 1 started?
So, I get that reusing plot points can be a bad thing, but when designing a sequel that's meant to take the first game and improve it, you can reuse a plot point so long as you don't make it obvious. Like every Mario vs. Donkey Kong game after March of the Minis.
I have to give this game a sin for having only one vocal track. Race to Win f***s so hard, if it were a porn star, they'd have to cut the scene to take a break. And yeah, you could say it's not that great, but it's so much better than the rest of the music in this game, which had no excuse not to be as good.
Now, normally I wouldn't knock someone's music taste because one man's earworm is another man's ear rape, but come on, you seriously suggest that no other song in this game is as good as Race to Win when Mystic Haunt Act 1 exists?
Why is it that in this game, Tails' flight is treated like a special ability? He's always been able to do that. Why does he suddenly need to charge a meter for it?
B-A-L-A-N-C-E. Balance. Remember, this is a racing game. If one character had an unfair advantage, it renders several characters null. It's the same reason you can't fly with Silver and Rouge, even though those characters don't even have the limitation that Tails has.
Hey, Silver. Long time no see.
Charriii sends the series' most prominent line cliche.
Move aside, Sonic!
Hey, Silver. Long time no see. Guess you're looking for Eggman too, huh?
I said move aside!
Huh. You never change, do you? Guess I'll have to find Eggman before you do.
It was never established he was looking for Eggman. Also, what's with Silver's attitude? Like, geez, man, what, are you in the middle of a very narrow hallway in a forest where Sonic needs to step aside for you to pass by?
I agree that Silver's being harsh here, but to be fair, his mission of saving the Chow so they don't get fed to the Ifrit is rather important.
If there's one thing Eggman's good at, it's running away. He's gotta be somewhere here in the wasteland.
Sonic! Eggman's been here, all right. Look, it's another page from his book. The Ifrit destroyed the entire...
Are you sure that it's
Sounds like this
pages
Ifrit
that you're
definitely
getting?
has
Because these
something to
sound
do
like
with what's been
scraps of
going on.
pages. Unless Eggman just has enormous penmanship
If
that
it
can't fit
isn't
on one
Sonic
page.
Or Sonic cut Tails off before he could finish. Plus, Rouge comes in with a request, so he can't finish just yet.
We're still looking for the Master Emerald that someone carelessly left unguarded.
What'd you say?
We have an emerald detector, but we need some rings to keep it fueled.
Don't both of you have an
you can
emerald
help me?
detector built into your biology?
No
Because if
problem.
not, what was all that
Come
shit in
on,
Adventure
Tails.
2?
Let's
How'd you
go
find the
round
emeralds
up some
then?
rings.
With Knuckles, it was Chaos Energy. With Rouge... Intuition? Yeah, I don't know about her, but at least Knuckles had a reason. Even then, both of them looked for the emeralds on their own and got nowhere.
Sorry, Sonic, but I need those rings.
Espio, when did you...
I'll take those rings.
Espio, you realize there's a metric ass ton of rings all around us, right? Why do you have to steal Sonic's? There are perpetually spawning rings in this very arena.
Espio is stealing the rings so that he doesn't have to collect some. Also, the rings constantly respawning are another gameplay-only feature. Besides, other rings don't respawn in the races.
Boy, this place sure is creepy. Where could that portal be? Huh? Who's there?
Suddenly Sonic.exe.
Lies and slander! Whoa, DT, you scared me there. Why are you so angry? I am not allowed to let him pass off this one-off ghost as Sonic.exe, especially since the real .exe has yet to show himself. Cool your jets, DT. I was just gonna pass it off as a pop culture reference. I didn't realize you were such an EXE fanboy. We're both passionate EXE fanboys. I've seen you practice your script for the... Spoilers! Out! Fine, just give me my own 2 cents. More like 50 cents.
Sonic, wait up! There are tons of chow sealed up in this secret room here.
Just as I figured, Eggman was behind this. Tails, get these chow to a safe place.
Got it!
What's this strange door? Is this the portal to the other dimension?
Eggman must have escaped through here. Uh-oh, the door's closing!
I'm not letting you get away that easy, Eggman. Tails, we gotta hurry. We need to catch him before the door closes.
So, fuck the Chow then? I mean, surely you can go by yourself to the other dimension, Sonic. Somebody still needs to free the Chow.
How do you know Tails wasn't freeing the Chow while Sonic was speaking? These PowerPoint presentations are all we get for cutscenes, and Eggman Nega does check the secret room in Silver and Espio's story, only to find the Chow gone.
Discount Crisis City. Or is it Budget Crisis City? The original Crisis City was already pretty discount.
Crisis City slander.
I guess the Ifrit wasn't really as strong as it was cracked up to be.
Perhaps it wasn't fully revived yet.
No need to worry about that now. Let's head back to the Chow Garden and take a break.
How dare you mention the garden your creators have not allowed us to explore since the year of our Lord 2001?
You mean the same garden that gets praised to an almost toxic degree? Besides, how do you expect them to work a Chow Garden into a racing game?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Here's a major difference. In Sonic's story, I have to race Metal Sonic as Tails, but in Tails' story, I have to catch up to him. Huge difference.
It actually is, given that one is a race and the other is a time attack.
Maybe this place really is haunted. I never should have suggested we split up.
Why on earth would you do that? If this were a horror movie, you'd be the first one to die, Tails. And remember, the chances of getting murdered in a Sonic game are low, but never zero.
Ha ha, very funny. But seriously, they need to cover as much ground as possible, so splitting up, while not entirely smart, was the best plan.
Who's there? I know there's somebody here, so show yourself.
Long time no see, Shadow.
Charriii sends the series' most prominent line cliche.
Shadow, there's no time for me to explain. Take Metal Sonic with you and go after them.
Fine, but once I stop them, you're telling me what you know.
Why are you just going along with what he wants?
Go after
You've learned
Espio.
nothing about his plans and you're just like, yeah, I've got nothing better to do.
He does have the motive of, if he does nothing, the world will end. Yeah, he doesn't know much other than that, but world destruction is a strong motivator for those who aren't greedy pricks.
Wait. No. No, this is the same layout as the first race in Tails' story. Meaning that it'll be the same layout for Knuckles, Rouge, and Silver's first race, and there's no way Espio's first race will be different, so I have to do this race, no, this game, 5 more times after this. And I thought the first Sonic Rivals was repetitive.
Hell yeah, it's repetitive. Is this what playing Resident Evil 6 is like?
Phew. That was a close call.
So, for starters, I'm not super clear as to why Metal Sonic doesn't have a voice in this game. Granted, he's only ever had a voice that one time, but in a game where he's one of the main characters that has exchanges with other characters, it's just weird that he doesn't have one. But additionally, where does he display this text? The center of his body? What are the words super tiny? Because I can't imagine anything fitting on a display that small.
The first one I'll jive with, but I'm willing to bet the text is displayed on the interface in his head, like with Iron Man's many suits.
Ho 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 ho! Well, if it isn't Metal Sonic and my dear friend Shadow.
Doctor, what are you doing here?
Shadow, don't be fooled. That's not me. It's Eggman Nega.
Whoa, okay. I was just about to say that just because Shadow's black and you're hanging out with him, that doesn't automatically grant you an N-word pass. These handheld Sonic games are gonna kill me, man.
Step aside, Shadow. He's mine.
How did Eggman Nega get out of the cart he was trapped in from the first Sonic Rivals? And regardless, didn't you say you were gonna trust this timeline to Sonic and Shadow? What are you even doing here?
Guess things got so bad that he had to come back to the past just to be safe. Besides, Eggman Nega is Silver's priority.
Eggman Nega needs the Chaos Emeralds for his ultimate plan. You must get to them before he does.
But what exactly is his ultimate plan? Oh, I wonder if the radio signal works in the jungle. Metal Sonic, look! It's Rouge and Knuckles. We've got to beat them to the emeralds.
I mean, I guess logically, what else would they be doing in it? Wait, did you call this place a jungle? Because Sonic called it a forest, and yeah, this place is called Sunset Forest, so I don't know why you think it's a jungle. But what I was saying was, I guess logically, what else would Knuckles and Rouge be doing in a forest together? But why do you immediately assume that they're hunting for the Chaos Emeralds? If anything, they're probably looking for the pieces of the Master Emerald for the upteenth time.
It would only be the third time for Knuckles and the second time for Rouge, and Shadow knows their history as treasure hunters. Both of them did manage to collect more than just the Master Emerald shards in SA2, like the Chaos Emeralds and the keys in the pyramid level.
You follow Rouge and I'll go after Knuckles.
Why is that the dynamic you're suggesting? You know Rouge personally, she's kind of your best friend. Why don't you just ask her personally what they're doing there and let her know what you're up to?
Rouge may be his best friend, but he also knows how scummy she can be. Case in point.
Well, 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 if it isn't Shadow.
Hey, Rouge. I hear you've collected some Chaos Emeralds with that handy contraption of yours.
Good news travels fast.
I can't tell you why, but I need to know how many you found. It's really important.
If it's so important, maybe you should let me in on the secret. You can trust me, really.
Fine. The truth is, someone is trying to unleash the Ifrit into our world from another dimension. The key to opening the portal to that other dimension is the 7 Chaos Emeralds.
I see. Well, I'm certain the person that hired me to collect the emeralds will protect them.
Who hired you?
That's strictly confidential.
Come back here!
Shadow?
What are you doing here in the forest?
Oh, now it's a forest? Why did you call it a jungle earlier?
Charriii sins the same thing twice, cliche.
What a knucklehead, running off all by himself.
Get it?
What?
Knucklehead. Because, you know, oh, come on, that was an easy one.
Charriii sins upon yet continues to make them, cliche.
I finally caught up to you, Shadow. What's going on?
I'm looking for Knuckles and Rouge. Now get out of my way.
How did you lose Knuckles and
Not so
Rouge? Wait a
fast.
second, no you're not.
What do you want
Right
with
now, all
Knuckles
you're
and
doing is
Rouge?
trying to destroy some
Why
badniks.
are
You're
you
not even really
metal
looking
sign?
for anyone.
He's not in the middle of the task, he finished it, and was about to go looking for them when Sonic showed up.
Sorry for being so cryptic, Shadow, but Eggman Nega is very sneaky. He apparently got some old files from my late grandfather, Professor Gerald. Those writings tell of an interdimensional beast called the Ifrit, and Eggman Nega wants to release it.
Is there some weird shit about the Sonic universe that Gerald didn't know? Like, how in the fresh hell did Gerald find out about this interdimensional being?
You're once again asking the unimportant questions. The plot, bad as it is, isn't going to elaborate on specific details that aren't important to the greater narrative. What you're asking for is for them to have a giant flashback of Gerald finding out and researching the Ifrit, and we don't got time for that.
I can't tell you why, but I need to know how many you found. It's really important.
If it's so important, maybe you should let me in on the secret. You can trust me, really.
Fine. The truth is, someone is trying to unleash the Ifrit into our world from another dimension.
Okay, hold your horses, Shadow. Rouge doesn't even know what the Ifrit is, so this is really a non-issue to her.
It actually is an issue to her, given that the Ifrit will destroy the world once it gets through the portal. Plus, he states, as you're speaking, that the emeralds are required to unleash it.
I see. Well, I'm certain the person that hired me to collect the emeralds will protect them.
Who hired you?
That's strictly confidential.
Well, why don't you just tell Shadow? If anything, he's trying to get the emeralds so Eggman Nega can't get them, so handing them over to your client would be beneficial to Shadow too, so he would more than gladly help out. Unless, of course, that client is, yeah, you all know where this is going.
Actually, as it turns out, she has no idea who her client is, and once she finds out who it really is, she immediately turns back on the deal.
Whoa! Hey, you're that metal hedgehog that was with Shadow before.
What the hell is the point of giving this thing orders if he's just going to have a mind of its own anyway?
Because outside of Heroes and Freeriders, Metal Sonic is one of Eggman's robots, and needs to be controlled.
Also, did Eggman learn nothing from Sonic Heroes? Why did he keep Metal Sonic's free will programming in him? How is it that both Rivals games go back to Sonic Heroes?
Metal Sonic's free will makes him all the deadlier, and Eggman has toned it down significantly since then, which is why he doesn't have a voice, even though he should.
Well, that's the last we'll see of the Ifrit. But now that the portal is closed, we have no way back to our own world. If I only had a Chaos Emerald, I could use Chaos Control to warp out of here. What are you doing, Metal Sonic? You'll destroy yourself.
Is it me, or does that Chaos Emerald look way too big to fit inside Metal Sonic's body?
It's you.
Let's do it then. Time to get back to our own world. Chaos Control!
So now just one Chaos Emerald is required to Chaos Control through dimensions? What are the rules, damn it?
In 06, 2 emeralds were required to time travel. This is dimensional travel, and the emeralds have, supposedly, unlimited power, and transform your thoughts into said power.
I've looked all over for the Master Emerald, but I still can't find it. Where in the world could it be? Could Eggman have taken it?
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Isn't your whole purpose to look after that thing? What were you doing when it disappeared? Were you out shopping? Did you go grab a bite to eat? You need a defense system for when you're not around.
Charriii knowingly sins the same thing twice, cliche.
Now, what do we have here? A little forest expedition?
So, is it true? Do you have an emerald detector?
I don't know who told you, but yes, it's true.
Why would you tell her that? Now you're even more of a target than you were before.
The sin counter changed way too early again. Charriii doesn't properly edit his videos, cliche.
Detector ran out of juice. I need some rings to energize it. Silver, what are you doing here? Hey, what's with getting in my face?
I need those chow. It's important that I have them. Now move aside.
Help yourself. I need to collect some rings to fuel this emerald detector.
Okay. Thanks.
Holy shit. All of these conversations should end this way. That being said, that was a really pointless cutscene.
Charriii sins something he likes, cliche. Also, that cutscene served as a transition into the next stage for both characters.
Oh, you startled me, Espio. Being a chameleon can be quite an advantage.
Indeed. That's a handy device. I see you found something valuable.
Just a little chow. If it doesn't glitter, it isn't gold to me.
If your machine was beeping, that must mean, yes, the chow was sitting on the Chaos Emerald.
Hey, give that to me.
Not so fast. You'll have to catch me first.
You're not even after the Chaos Emeralds, just the chow. What are you doing?
Giving Silver an opening, which has its own problems, but at least he has an actual reason.
Rouge, something really strange is going on.
You're telling me. I just learned that someone's trying to release an Ifrit into our world.
An Ifrit? How do you even know what that is?
She doesn't know what that is. She's just telling Knuckles what she's learned.
Hey, Rouge, why are we at this spooky place?
I'm not sure. My client just told me I needed to be here.
Your client?
Huh? I mean, Eggman's gotta be hiding in here, don't you think?
I suppose. Well, let's go then.
So, you're just gonna let go of what Rouge said about a client?
What should we do?
Okay then.
That's Knuckles for you. Strong but dull.
Silver, what are you doing here? Looking for more chow to save the world?
Yes. One day you'll thank me for saving your planet.
How noble of you, with the cute little chow, no less.
Just tell me where they are.
Why would she know? That's not why she's here, Silver.
Well, she did jokingly ask Silver if he was collecting more chow, which to his naive brain would insinuate that she knows where some are.
Now, Rouge, give me the Chaos Emeralds as promised.
As promised. So you're mine.
Wait, you didn't even know who your client was? What kind of spy are you?
As Eggman said earlier, Eggman Nega is very sneaky. We may not have seen how he hired Rouge to get the emeralds, but he was most definitely secretive about it.
I finally found you. Party's over.
Not you again. I'm tired of you. Tired of all of you.
What a mood, dude.
Hey, I'd be tired of their shenanigans too at that point. Heck, I was tired of the game's shenanigans at that point.
I probably should have come up with a better plan before I just barged in here.
Well, hindsight is 20/20, Knuckles.
Charriii sends something he agrees with, cliche.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
No, I don't think I am.
Okay, you know what? Sin removal for making me laugh.
Rouge, are you all right?
Yeah, sort of.
Well, we won, but there's still no sign of the Master Emerald.
Eggman must still have it. Hey, the emerald detector's damaged.
Wait! Look! My Master Emerald! It's been in this stupid device all this time? No!
How big was the emerald detector that the entire Master Emerald fit in there? And yeah, I know that the Master Emerald is known to change size.
And I'm going to stop you right there, because your justification further showcases your complete lack of suspension of disbelief.
Ever since that hedgehog Silver showed up, Chow have been disappearing.
How does Team Chaotix have intel on Silver? How do they know who Silver even is? When would they have met in this timeline?
They're detectives, remember? They can yada yada that part away.
Leave it to me. I'll go undercover and see if I can tail him.
Hey, Chameleon! Have you seen any Chow around here?
Yikes!
Chow? Well,
You know where they are, don't you?
well, I mean, I guess I know something, but, well, no, I don't know.
World-class ninja, everybody.
You sure
Get
are
snuck
a
up on,
strange
can't
one.
even lie properly.
Hey, he was caught off guard for a moment. Cut him some slack.
You sure are a strange one.
You are seriously mistaken. Begone.
Hey, Chameleon! Wait up!
Phew, that was a close call. Metal Sonic? So, does that mean Eggman is involved with this too? I don't have time to waste dealing with you. I need to find Silver.
Well, it's kinda your own fault you lost Silver. You told him to leave.
He had to get out of that situation, and his plan is to tail Silver while being unnoticed. Like, well, a ninja.
What are Sonic and Tails doing here?
Look, Sonic! Eggman dropped something! I wonder if this has anything to do with the Chow.
I wonder if those two have any idea what they've just uncovered.
You have no idea what they've just uncovered. All you know at this point is that Chow are missing, Silver might be connected, and there's this white dude with a name that's too close to the N-word for me to keep saying without getting demonetized.
How do you feel to understand that he read what the page said over their shoulders? That's pretty obvious even with these PowerPoint cutscenes. Also, stop with the joke already. Not only have you wrung it dry, but you also had no problem saying his name in other videos.
Not too bad, Silver, but I don't have time for games right now.
Neither do I, Sonic. Let's resolve this now.
Okay, bring it on.
Huh. This may work to my advantage to get more Chow. Trying to settle this with our fists didn't seem to work. How about if we see who can collect the most Chow?
Huh? Guess that'll work. Let's do it!
So this was rightfully not a thing in Sonic's story, but at least for Sonic, this makes just as little sense. Like, I know Sonic loves competition, but he's not even like, well, Silver seems in no rush to find Eggman, he wants to collect Chow. Maybe I've got it wrong.
You're answering yourself. Sonic loves competition, so he's not going to think too hard about it until after the game is over.
Okay, not only is this the only time you ever play Capture the Chow in this game, seriously, at no other point, even in Espio's story, do you play this again, but this shit was so confusing to me. I had a Chow from Sonic's base, but it only counted if Sonic wasn't holding one of my Chow already, which, fair enough, but I could swear he never made his way into my base without me being aware. I even paused the game to look up what I was doing wrong, I was so confused.
As far as you were aware, that means Sonic got into your base when you were focused on getting his Chow. It's easily explainable.
Hey, Espio! Where did you go?
Silver, I know you're responsible for the disappearing Chow,
That's right. To save our worlds.
but that doesn't make sense. Why?
It's no use, Silver.
Eggman Nega.
Charriii sends something he likes cliche.
I need those Chow. It's important that I have them. Now move aside.
Help yourself. I need to collect some rings to fuel this emerald detector.
Okay. Thanks. I guess he's not interested in the Chow. Now to get the other Chow here.
You even acknowledge it! Is your ego so fragile that Knuckles calling you crazy for believing that Chow are going to save everyone incites so much rage in you that you feel the need to physically fight him later?
Charriii sends the same thing twice cliche. And I say that because...
So, Silver, what do you want with the Chow anyway?
I have to save your world or mine will be destroyed too.
What? And you think the Chow can help? You're crazy.
I'll show you how crazy I am.
Oh yeah? Bring it on!
Are you fucking kidding me?
Why would Eggman Nega tell us about the secret room and then run off?
Were you expecting him to stick around? I don't...
He's pondering why Eggman Nega would taunt them like that, knowing that they could take the Chow from him should they find the room. Granted they don't, but it's still a possibility.
Come forth, Metal Sonic version 3.0!
Isn't Eggman Nega from, like, far into the future? How has Metal Sonic only gotten to version 3.0?
We don't know much of anything about Eggman's lineage, but given that Eggman Nega said in Rivals 1 that he comes from a long line of brilliant scientists with no mention of evil deeds, it's safe to say that Eggman Nega was the only one to follow in Eggman's footsteps, which would explain the lack of improvements to the Metal Sonic model.
Well, I guess it's time to head back. I hope the new future is a happy one.
Be safe, Silver.
You too, Espio.
Hey, I finally got communications back up. So, was he the one behind the Chow disappearances?
Well, yes, but...
Did you find any evidence?
Well...
What? Are you kidding me? You know our client is paid in advance.
Who was your client? Who was so worried that Chow were disappearing that they paid Team Chaotix to investigate it? Cream? Tikal?
Does it matter? Vector literally has 2 scenes in this whole game. Yeah, it's the driving force for why Espio's in this game, but this is something you can easily hand wave away.
You know our client is paid in advance. And I already spent that money because our office was behind on the rent payments as it is.
Well, that's not Espio's goddamn fault. Plus, what's the currency? Rings? Just collect them.
Well, if they're this broke, then it's not rings. Wait, I seem to recall Izuka stating that money doesn't exist in the Sonic universe. Yeah, but he also said that Sonic doesn't have a house. Secret rings begs to differ.
Guess this means you're not going to let me get away that easily then. Okay, how about this? Let's have a good honest race instead. How does that sound?
We just had one, Espio. Plus, what would that prove? I don't really think that's why Metal Sonic is chasing you.
The previous race was more of a chase. This is an honorable race to get Metal Sonic to back off.
And that's it. By the time you get to Espio's story, you've pretty much seen every cutscene in the game. 4 times just about. Espio's story only has a couple of cutscenes we haven't seen that don't offer anything new or interesting, and it even changes certain events from other stories, but why have us play essentially the same game 8 times? Beating all of them doesn't even give us anything. Like, come on, Backbone Entertainment, you couldn't give us a last story segment or something? At least to make running through the same 12 stages and 6 bosses plus character battles 8 times worth it. Like, do the math on that. You run through 96 stages in this game, which sounds awesome, right? Until you realize that of those 96 stages, only 12 of them are unique, and then they repeat 7 more times. And just so we're clear, I don't mind that we revisit locations, that's fine, but it's the fact that the levels themselves are exactly the same in every story, the exact same layout, and the bosses don't change either, meaning that you fight 48 bosses, only 6 of which are unique. This is a long game for all the wrong reasons.
As much as I do appreciate this mild rant, I'd appreciate it a lot more if you hadn't covered this already. Which I removed the sin for, by the way. So regrettably, Charriii sins the same thing twice, cliche. Hey everyone, Tony Sonic here. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. In stark contrast to the Rush games where I preferred the original Rush slightly over the sequel, I actually very much prefer the original Rivals over this. In fact, I borderline hate how repetitive this game is. It's like they chose to double down on all the best and worst aspects of the original with no sense of improvement other than the best parts. Alright, and honestly, that's not much of a good thing considering the original Rivals was just meh to begin with. Oh no, the best way I can describe Rivals 2 is this exchange DT and I had after the Shadow video. So as punishment for making me sit through that, which would you rather me do? Smack you with this rock, or make you replay Rivals 2? What difference does it make? They're both gonna hurt, one is just physically. The rock then. My jaw still aches from that. In any case, I've received word that some of you have been harassing Charriii after watching these videos. And let me be the first to say, you all need to stop. No matter how many ews I make, and no matter what I say in these videos, and how many shots I take, these videos are not hate. I still like the guy despite my many problems with him. And the fact that he's being harassed by my fans, no less, is frankly unacceptable. So to all of you who are doing that, stop it now, or I will block you. I swear. With that said, thank you for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, comment what you thought, and consider subscribing. That way the channel can keep going strong. Now then, next up on the list is Sonic's first and only RPG. Thank goodness it isn't canon. See See you next time.